Out of control inflation? Ugh! Lumber prices surged again more than 7% this week to $638 per 1,000 board feet. This is the biggest gain for the essential commodity in months. Now, if you think inflation is under control or going away, think again. The rally in lumber prices came at the same time mortgage rates actually fell for the first time in 4 weeks. This is according to new data from Freddie Mac. Now, the average 30-year fixed rate mortgages fell 11 basis points to 5.70% over the last week, while 15-year mortgages fell 9 basis points to 4.83%. But it ain't over. The Fed says they're going to continue to raise interest rates by 3/4 of a point to a 0.5 percentage point in the month of July and August. So what does this mean for you? Okay, the fast rise in mortgage rates has temporarily paused. Now, this is due to high inflation, but it's causing the possibility of an economic recession. Now, according to Freddie Mac, this pause in rate escalation could help the housing market to rebalance this crazy seller's market to a more normal pace of price appreciation. But notice the words that they choose: price appreciation. But as inflation continues, everything that we bought last year costs us more today. This is what inflation does. And as we may not be aware of it, inflation, even at a normal rate, will either eat you alive or help you get ahead. As an example, if you bought a house 30 years ago, or 20 years ago, or 10 years ago, the price keeps going up. This is why real estate historically over time has been one of the ways to get ahead with inflationary times. Yeah, but affordability of a house or a condo, it just keeps going up. It sure does. It has never been easy, and it's never been affordable. You know, when I bought my first house, it was a struggle. And of course it was, but looking back, I'm sure glad I did, because it sure beats paying rent. And we've heard a lot of those stories about rent. It keeps going up. So here's what we're seeing. The higher interest rates that new home builders are seeing is cooling their hot market. But even though the demand may be lower for new housing, and it's slowed from these crazy bidding wars, people are still moving. People are still retiring. It's their time. And builders are still building. Now, the flip side to fast falling interest rates is it signals an economic recession could be imminent, which could be a big factor to lower demand for new homes. On the other hand, continued out of control inflation, the cost of building materials, supply and demand, supply chain issues, and the world economy, aliens from outer space, who can predict? But one thing is for sure. If the last 100 years gives us any crystal ball like this is a shiny crystal ball, indication of the future, history shows us that 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, what do you think the price of your house is going to be? Less or more? Now, lumber's recent rise may be short-lived, and that's because in May of 2021, it spiked to $1,733 per 1,000 board feet. But in 2021, the cost of gas, food, housing, cars, and all kinds of stuff kept going up to where it is today. So I want you to imagine what it's going to be like next year. So what are you going to do to get ahead during these economic times? Is it going to be gold, commodities, income producing real estate? Are you going to do anything to get ahead? Comment below. Let me know, because I want to know what's going on in your world. How are these times affecting you? Let me know. Comment below. Now, there's over 1,000 super helpful videos here on this channel. So if you've already subscribed, I'll see you, and I do mean you, in the next video. Take care, guys.